Welcome to Texas All-Star Wrestling. Steve Stack and Gary Hart here. And Gary Hart, we've got a great lineup of excitement for the fans at home today. You're going to see Bruiser Brody, of course. Anytime you appear, it looks like the $1 Million Man is going to be with us.
We're match set. You don't see Bruiser without Gary Hart, and you don't see Gary Hart often without Bruiser Brody.
No 2x4.
No 2x4, but if it comes that we need it, we know where to find it.
The $1 Million Man will be here. Also, we're going to tell all you great fans how you can register for that Honda Ford Tracker 125 that will be given away by Cycle World Honda and Texas All-Star Wrestling on Easter Sunday. No matter where the matches are held, you'll be able to register for that, and you may be the lucky winner on Easter Sunday. Well, the United States heavyweight champion Austin Idol will be defending his title here on Texas All-Star Wrestling today.
It's a very unusual situation that you people at home are going to get to see in this match. You may change your mind and your opinion about one Austin Idol to show that Austin Idol is his own man, and I think you have to agree with me.
It changed my opinion, and I'll be telling you more about that also. Plus, you'll be seeing the Golden Boy against Buddy Moreno. Moreno's still looking for that kiss.
Ugliest man on the face of the earth. Rather kiss a baboon than to kiss Buddy Moreno.
Well, we'll see how that ends up here later on.
If you got
how about the Texas Longrider against the Zambui Express? The Texas Longrider.
The Texas Longrider. I'm not even going to have any comment about this. You know, I know, everyone knows who the Tex Rider is. None of it. Scott.
We have the Texas Longrider, and we have Scott Casey also.
Yeah, and at the movie house you can get popcorn and cotton candy.
Big Bubba will be here. He'll be going against someone I know you like to see in the ring, the Magnificent Zulu.
The Magnificent Zulu, the man with the bone.
It's all coming right here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. We'll be back with that opening match after this.
Texas All-Star Wrestling in Schulenburg at the American Legion Center, number 143, Saturday, March 22nd, 7:30 p.m. Get your advance tickets now at the American Legion Post number 143 and upstairs at the downstairs. Some of the stars you'll be seeing there that night include the Texas Longrider, Al Madril, and Scott Casey. Al Madril, Austin, Texas. That's going to be Friday night, March 21st, 7:30 p.m. Advance tickets available at the Coliseum the day of the matches. You and Scott Casey are going to be in a cage. Scott Casey wants to pay you back when you interfered when he apparently had Austin Idol beat in a U.S. Heavyweight Championship match, and you took it upon yourself along with Mike Golden to interfere, and now you must face the wrath of the cowboy.
You know, I always thought you were a very intelligent man, that you could know and see a difference between black and white and right and wrong. Now, you're going to sit here and tell me that Scott Casey and the Longrider are not the same person?
Well, actually, I was promised an interview.
Well, it doesn't matter to me either what. Scott Casey, I'll tell you what, brother. I got you in that cage match in Austin, in the capital city, baby. And I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to take care of you and finish the job that Mike Golden and I started. That's right. Goldie and I are going to stick together, and we're going to take care of you once and for all in front of all your so-called friends. There's all kinds of friends that you got in Austin, baby. Well, I ain't worried about that because, Scott Casey, we know you're the Longrider, and we know we're going to take that mask off and prove it to everybody. How do you think about that?
Well, Al Madril, after the beating that you gave Scott Casey, I've seen Scott Casey mad before, and I'm glad that it's you in that cage and not me, because I've seen him riled up before.
That's my type of match, Scott Casey. That means the doctor can't interfere. That means the referee can't interfere. That means your friends can't interfere. It's just going to be me and you in that cage, and I'm going to get your face, and I'm going to smash it in the cage. I'm going to leave you a bloody pulp, worse than last time. And I'll tell you what, brother. You're looking at the winner right here because I'm going to win. And this may go all the way to Schulenburg and back, baby, but you're going to go down.
Buddy Moreno still wants that kiss that Fantasy owes him.
Buddy Moreno going for his kiss today, and he told me he's going to give her some sugar that ain't nobody going to believe. He said it right on TV, said, I want my kiss.
Well, let's find out if he gets it. Let's go to the Helisphere Arena now and pick up the action as Mike Golden battles it out with the South American heavyweight champion.
Golden talking to Fantasy.
and later on. Bruiser Brody here on Texas All-Star Wrestling. Golden moves in with a headbutt now. The head of Buddy Moreno slammed into the ropes. Referee Harry Chandler tells Golden to stay back. Here comes Moreno bouncing off the ropes. An elbow knocks him down. The Golden Boy snatches a leg. He has him for a count of 2. Spanish complaining. She wanted a faster count. There's a kick from Buddy Moreno. Oh, he grabs the Golden Boy and slams his head into the turnbuckle. Picks those legs up and he pulls the Golden Boy out. Moreno staying right with Golden, but Golden turns things around. Breaks the boots around the area of the eyes. He takes Moreno, throws him in between the ropes onto the apron and onto the floor. Buddy Moreno is outside the ring. Golden slams the head of Moreno onto the apron. Another one of those headbutts. There's Alex, our cameraman, jumping out of the way as they go very near him. Golden in the center of the ring. Buddy Moreno is out in the aisle. There you get a look at him. Finds his way back to the ringside, and Golden's there choking with the retainer rope. Harry Chandler trying to get him apart. Now Golden gets the boo. Mine's all right. Golden reaching over that top rope. Throw to Buddy Moreno as it cuts that top rope and Moreno goes down. Buddy Moreno rolling underneath that bottom rope. Golden's there waiting for him. He grabs him by the arm, whips him across the ring. Oh, he gets in front. Flips him over. Snatches a leg, and it's a 2 count. Interesting to talk to Gary Hart here later on today and find out what his feelings are about the Texas Longrider and a partner meeting Gary Hart and Bruiser Brody in a cage. Oh, I'd love to see that one. Golden rakes the laces of the boots around the area of the eyes, but here comes Moreno back slugging. Moreno with a kick. Moreno with a punch to the top of the head, one to the midsection. As Buddy Moreno has Golden on the rope. Right to the midsection of the Golden Boy goes the fist of Buddy Moreno. The abdominal stretch being applied. Buddy Moreno applying the abdominal stretch on the Golden Boy, Mike Golden, as we've reached the 10-minute mark in the match, and gets rid of him. Moreno holds onto the head of Golden. Golden tries to whip him off. Over the top goes Moreno. Oh, and Fantasy tripped him. Fantasy was outside on the apron, and she tripped the Golden. She tripped Buddy Moreno, and now the Golden Boy is back with those fists. There's Fantasy. The referee is talking to her. She's saying, no, she didn't do it. A slam from the Golden Boy. A fist. There's Fantasy. Golden dives in there with a fist again. Here comes Golden now. What's he going to do? Golden's going outside on the apron. Wait a minute. I see somebody running through the crowd. It's the Texas Longrider. The
Texas Longrider had left here and pushed the Golden Boy off. Remember, if Moreno wins, he gets the Kiss Fantasy, and there it is. Buddy Moreno, with the help of the Texas Longrider, has just won. That means that Fantasy must kiss Buddy Moreno. He wants that kiss now. Fantasy saying no, no, no. Buddy Moreno must kiss Fantasy. It's the other way around, but either way, oh, here comes Golden back. He doesn't like it at all. Golden knocks Moreno outside the ring. Here comes the Texas Longrider in. The Texas Longrider takes Golden, throws him out, and now the Texas Longrider is over near Fantasy. He grabs her. The Texas Longrider is getting the kiss for Buddy Moreno. Oh, she's hot. The Texas Longrider. Oh, she can't believe it. Miss Fantasy kissed by the Texas Longrider. Was supposed to be Buddy Moreno, but Golden took care of him, and the Longrider come in, and Miss Fantasy was kissed by the Texas Longrider, and she doesn't like it at all, as you see her there at ringside.
I don't know why she's screaming so much, Gary Hart. It seems to me she enjoyed that kiss while the Longrider was kissing her.
I don't know how much she enjoyed it. I think she was very embarrassed over the whole situation.
Not only embarrassed, after she got back into the dressing room, she announced that she was placing a $5,000 bounty on the mask of the Texas Longrider. Anybody can get that mask off, $5,000 go to them. Have you been approached?
You know what they say about women? If you make a woman mad, there's no price that she won't pay. That's why they say a woman's scarring is the worst thing. And this Scott Casey, or the Texas Longrider, it just shows what a real Texas cowboy is like. Steal any woman, steal a cow, steal a horse, steal a kiss. A thief is a thief, and a liar is a liar, and Scott Casey and the Longrider are equally the same.
But you avoided the question. Has she asked you for any of your men to try to get that bounty?
She's put up $5,000 for anyone to take it. I'm interested in money, so that means my men are also interested in money.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fantasy.
How do you feel about it?
$5,000 is a lot of money. If she asked me, I might try to get that mask.
Could buy like 3 Honda four-wheelers for that.
Speaking of Honda 4-Tracker 125s, let's give you a little information and give you a look how it runs right now. What a great way to have fun on this beautiful Honda 4-Tracker 125. We're at Cycle World San Antonio at 8930 Broadway, and we're going to be talking to this gentleman in just a moment. But I want to tell you, this beautiful 125 4-Tracker is just like the one that Cycle World and Texas All-Star Wrestling will be giving away to some lucky person. Of course, that drawing is going to be held Easter Sunday at the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio, but it makes no difference where you are. You can register at all the matches where Texas All-Star Wrestling are held, and also you can come by the Texas All-Star Wrestling office at 1727 Blanco Road and register during the week. And remember, it's all going to be given away at the Hemisphere Arena, San Antonio on Sunday, Easter Sunday, the 30th. Big Bubba and the Cowboy Scott Casey are having a lot of fun, and here with us is a gentleman from Cycle World Honda here, and he'll be able to give us a lot of great information on this beautiful off-road vehicle.
Thank you, Steve. You're sitting here on the 125, Honda's 125 four-wheel vehicle, ATV, and let me tell you a few of the features, if I might. Steve, this vehicle comes with an electric start. It's got dual front brakes, a rear drum brake that's sealed. It comes with high flotation tires that'll get you through mud and snow and dirt and anything else you might encounter out there in the terrain. It comes equipped with a front headlight, a rear tail light, and they stay on the entire time while you're driving it. It also has an alternate pull start just in case something happens to your battery. It also comes with a rear trailer hitch. This vehicle is equipped also to pull a small trailer or something like that, maybe around your garden or your home.
Well, Randy, what I like is right over here. If you got youngsters, you can adjust that so they can't go too fast.
That's right, Mom and Dad. We've got a speed limiter screw on it also where you can adjust it down to the age group, whichever you're dealing with. Honda puts these safety features on as well as others, and we run you out the door with a lot of different safety tips we'd like to see you tell your children.
Well, it is a very safe off-road vehicle, and I want to stress it is strictly for off-road.
Yes, sir, it is. Strictly for off-road. The high flotation tires make it easy to go just about anywhere you want to go.
Oh, we're not as big as these guys, Randy, but they can handle this thing, and that just shows you it's easy to load, it's easy for everybody to pick up, take out, and have a good time.
That's right, Steve.
Scott Casey, would you like to have that?
Sure, I can scare all my horses with it. No, it'd be great fun to have, Steve.
Well, you can't win. Nobody associated.
Why not?
Well, you're associated with Texas All-Star Wrestling. This is for the great people.
I'm going to quit for that one day so I can win this thing.
Big Bubba. Bubba weighs 431 pounds, Randy. We can put him on there?
We certainly can. He can have a lot of fun on it, just like anybody else.
I don't know. You see him coming down the track with this thing on. Bubba, wouldn't you like to take that out for a weekend down on Padre Island?
I tell you what, I'd like to be some lucky boy or girl. Somebody here in Texas is going to have a lot of fun on one of these.
The thing about it, age makes no difference. Anybody can register, even if you're old as the cowboy here himself. To register, to be eligible to win this beautiful Honda 4-Tracker 125 during the month of March, wherever Texas All-Star Wrestling is held, just come on out. The entry forms will be there. There is no age limit. But remember, if you're 18 years of age or under, we ask that your parents or your legal guardian sign the entrance form so that if you do win, they'll be able to take the responsibility for it. And all you kids, remember, it's only $3 wherever Texas All-Star Wrestling is held. Come on out, see Big Bubba the Cowboy. I'll be there. And plus, register for this beautiful Honda 4-Tracker 125. Any age, from the youngest to the oldest, it may be yours on Easter Sunday. And one thing you want to remember, Randy, thank you very much for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Good luck, kids.
Cycle World Honda of San Antonio, the only exclusive Honda dealer in San Antonio. One thing I want to tell you, no matter where you go off the road, this Honda will get you there. Now, wait a minute, guys. Wait. I said it will get. I don't need you to carry me away. Hold on. Put me down. Into the ring in just a moment to put his United States Heavyweight Championship on the line against the Cowboy Scott Casey. As you know, Gary Hart, and some of the fans out there know, he lost the loser leave Texas match not too long ago, but he is one of the great contenders for this title, and he was brought into the Freeman Coliseum for this match.
I can understand this is for the United States title, and it's a very prestigious and important belt, and I can understand Scott Casey coming in for one night, but at the same time, I understand, and I think all you people understand, he's here the rest of the time as the Texas Longrider. Let's not try to fool anyone.
Well, we don't know that until we see the mask come off of the man. Let's go now and pick up the United States Heavyweight Championship match. Austin Idol defending against the Cowboy Scott Casey.
Now Austin Idol is talking to the referee. And the words were, that's why I'm the champion and he's a chump. As you heard him, shoulder down goes the champion. Over the top goes Casey. Oh, cross body block. He has the champion down. Here's the count. Oh, he kicked out the count of two, and Austin Idol bails out of the ring again. Casey with a cross body block on Austin Idol had him down, and Idol bailed out of the ring like he couldn't believe what was going on, and now he's pointing at someone. There's Casey. Austin Idol, the United States Heavyweight Champion, back in the ring. He'll become, later today, Bruiser Road. I'm going to get something one way or another out of Gary Hart about the cage match that the Texas Longrider was talking about earlier in the program. Oh, look at the long. Look at that fist of Scott Casey going into the eye of Austin Idol. Scott Casey has taken about enough, he feels, from the champion, and he's going to fight fire with fire. Complaining about the fist. And he's telling the referee to warn Casey about the punching. It's different when somebody else does it, and the champion doesn't like it. Going for the leverage. Austin Idol seems to have it here. Austin Idol. But here comes Scott Casey back. Scott Casey powering his way up. Listen to the crowd in the background as Casey had it going his way, but Idol with a kick puts him back down. One thing about it, the champion has a lot more at stake, and he is going to do everything he can to retain that gold belt, which is at ringside and on the line in this match. Casey trying to fight his way back up. Casey coming up as you pick up the crowd, yelling for Casey to get the upper hand here on Austin Idol, and he may have it here. Oh, there's another kick from Austin Idol. Down goes Scott Casey. Austin Idol saying, "What about it, Casey?" Casey is not about to concede this match, I'll guarantee you that. Austin Idol and Scott Casey for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Here comes Casey up for the third time. The crowd cheers him on. Idol may be going down, and Casey struggling and fighting. And Idol with another kick, and Casey goes back with a kick. Casey has him up in the air and slams him. Casey grabs him by the arm, whips him into the rope, gets in front with a nice back flip. Casey has the champion down for a count of one. Scott Casey has the champion in the corner. The champion holding his back. Casey has the champion going out of the ring for that second win. Austin Idol. There you see the champion. He is outside the ring, inside the barrier, as he is telling the referee to keep the cowboy back. Austin Idol. Here comes Casey. As Idol started in, Casey came after him, and Idol didn't come underneath that bottom rope. Austin Idol, the United States Heavyweight Champion, complaining about the fist that Scott Casey has ready to throw at him, and they lock up in the corner. Side headlock by Casey. They come out of the corner. It's Casey whipped off. A shoulder knocks Idol down. Oh, and a knee right up the side of the head of the Cowboy. Scott Casey has him on the mat. Austin Idol reaches down and grabs the hair, and he grabs the trunks of Scott Casey and throws him in between the ropes onto the floor. Austin Idol has come outside, and whoa, did he lay a punch in on the Cowboy? Wow.
Well, this championship fight, Gary Hart, is everything we expected it to be.
Austin Idol's truly a great champion.
There's a lot more of this championship match coming up right after this. The United States Heavyweight Championship.
Did he lay a punch in on the Cowboy? Wow. Referee is trying to get Austin Idol back into the ring. The champion shoves him. The champion takes Casey and slams his head into the table. The referee, Harry Chandler, trying to get Austin Idol back where he belongs, and that's in the ring. But the champion is not going. He's going over to where he has Casey up, and he's going to slam him on the concrete floor. Now the champion decides to get back into the ring. There's the champion, very well pleased with himself. There's the challenger outside after getting his head slammed into the table and body slammed onto the concrete floor. Idol poses for the fans. Casey tries to get it all together. Idol has him on the hair. Brings him into the ring. Big fist to the top of the head of the Cowboy. Punch to the side of the jaw. Another one by Austin Idol as he lays that big left in there. There's the right, and down goes Casey. I thought he had a 3 count, but he only got a 2. The leg was over the bottom rope. That's the only thing that saved him. Now Austin Idol is choking Scott Casey. He has that boot across the throat, and he finally gets off of it. Austin Idol reaches in, picks up the challenger, Scott Casey. Drops him across that knee with a backbreaker. Here's the count. It's 2, and Casey rolls out. Austin Idol. The abdominal stretch on Scott Casey. Oh, and Idol is using the rope for leverage. Idol is using the rope for leverage. Casey has hold of the referee. He's trying to tell him something. And Idol get all that leverage by using that middle rope, and about the time the referee looks up, Idol lets go of the rope. There is Idol once again, using the rope for everything he can. He says no when a referee asked him, was he using the rope? He said no. Casey and Austin Idol. Is Casey down for a count? Austin Idol has him down, and he doesn't get the 3 count. Austin Idol defending his United States Heavyweight Championship as he has Casey up and slams him to the mat. Casey comes up with a double kick, but Idol comes back with an elbow. Idol has him down again. Oh, look at Casey! Casey has him down for a count of 2, and it was almost over. Idol cannot believe it. Oh, and Idol pushed the referee, and the referee pushed him back, and I don't blame him. Idol's punch is blocked, and Casey comes up with his to the top of the head of the champion. Casey with a fist. Idol may be complaining that it's a low blow, but I don't think it was. Idol back in. This one's not low as it catches him on the jaw. The champion is in trouble. The challenger has everything going his way right now. Scott Casey staying on top of Austin Idol. Casey wanting that United States Heavyweight Championship. He grabs Idol, whips him across the ring, gets in front with an elbow. He has him down. Can he cover him for the 3 count? Dives in there with that elbow. Here's the count. 1 and 2, but he picked him up by the hair. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who's this running down there from my left? It's El Madril. El Madril is in pounding on Casey. El Madril has come into the ring to help out Austin Idol. Here comes Mike Golden. Fantasy is there. Here's Golden. Wait a minute. Golden knocked Idol down, and now they're going after Casey. Golden come in and knocked Idol down, and now they're both going after Casey. It's El Madril and the Golden Boy. Whipping Casey into the rope. Madril clotheslines him. What a turn of events. Scott Casey had everything going his way. It looked like he was going to win the United States Heavyweight Championship. Here is Idol thrown out of the ring by the Golden Boy. And now it is Madril and Golden has Fantasy's shoe. And he laid that high heel right across the head. There goes the referee out. Madril and Golden, I can't believe it. Oh, they have done the damage to the returning Scott Casey. Madril pounding Casey. Madril holding Golden, punching Casey, kicking, Madril kicking. I can't believe what's going on in the ring. Down goes the Cowboy. Madril and Golden really punishing Scott Casey. They're going for a pile driver. There it is. Here comes Idol with the chair. Idol is going after Madril. Idol is going after Golden. Austin Idol is cleaning out. Austin Idol is cleaning out. Oh, anything can happen. Well, Austin Idol looked like he was about to be beat for the United States Heavyweight Championship as Scott Casey, the challenger, had everything going his way. Here came Madril, here came Golden. Golden had knocked down Idol. Then they threw Idol out of the ring as they continue to do the damage to Scott Casey. And Austin Idol come back off the floor with a chair. He took care of Madril and Golden, and you can see the damage they did to Casey. The decision on the match was that Austin Idol was disqualified. The interference coming from El Madril. That's Austin Idol's side of the dressing room. But Scott Casey, the winner of the match,
Well,
but he
what
will
a fight
not
that
get
was,
the United
and
States
I had to get
Heavyweight
down there and quickly get hold of
Championship.
Austin Idol and bring him up to the television table, and we had this interview with him. I want you to hear what he has to say, and all those fans listen to Austin Idol.
Well, Austin Idol, that was a strange turn of events. It looked like you were about to defeat it for the United States Heavyweight Championship, and then everything happened.
Hold it right there. Number one, I was not almost defeated for the United States Heavyweight Championship. I was at a disadvantage. That means nothing. Oh, sure, Scott Casey, a great wrestler, no doubt about it. But I don't need nobody jumping in my matches. I don't need no Mike Golden. I don't need no Al Madril. I don't need no Bruiser Brody. And as a matter of fact, if either one of them want a shot at this belt, brother, then bring it on. Because I don't back up, I don't sidestep, I don't retreat from nobody. I don't care how big they are. You know what I'm talking about, Brody. And I don't care how small they are. So it don't make no difference. But Scott Casey, Mike Golden, Al Madril, Bruiser Brody, I don't care. Because the main thing is that I'm the United States heavyweight champion. The women's pit, the men's regret. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. 242 pounds, entirely too hot to handle. But you heard the people yelling for Austin Idol, didn't you?
Thank you very much, Austin Idol. Gary Hart, the man changed my way of thinking about him. He is his own person, and he is a great United States heavyweight champion.
No one really knows Austin Idol better than Gary Hart. As you well know, in 1974, Austin Idol and I, we crashed in a light aircraft in Tampa Bay. And together we helped save one another's lives. And one thing that Austin Idol wants more than anything else is he wants to be known as a great United States champion. He would like to someday be the greatest United States champion of all time. And he really don't want anything that would take away from his luster and his credibility, and most important of his United States title.
Well, I thought he and Scott Casey had a great fight, and we're going to tell the fans that soon we're going to travel around the United States watching Austin Idol defend that United States heavyweight championship in other cities.
Well, I spoke to Austin Idol a few minutes after the match, and he told me, he said, Gary, you and I are friends. We have been. We're very close. He said, but if this Madril ever gets even close to me again, I'm going to open up his head. And actually, I had to calm Idol. I had to actually take him out of the dressing room. He was going to go and jump him right in the back. He don't want anybody taking anything away from Austin Idol in the United States.
Well, Madril has been associated with you. Did you send him down to the ring?
Of course not. I'm going to send him down to when Austin Idol is in the ring. The person that sent him and the Golden Boy to the ring was $5,000. She wants Scott Casey hurt. She wants the Longrider's mask off. I said, a woman's scarring is something that you don't choose to mess with. But as far as me having any involvement in that, as you know well, Austin Idol and I are like brothers. True?
True. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because coming up next, from Huntington, West Virginia, Big Bubba.
Woo, isn't he ugly?
H&H Associates Incorporated with the Honorable Armand Hussein at ringside at the Freeman Coliseum are going to put the magnificent Zulu in the ring to take on Big Bubba.
They say that Big Bubba is one of the strongest men in wrestling. They say that he can bench press nearly 600 pounds.
I've seen him do 600.
And by the way, I think he's lying about that also.
Well, let's go now to the Freeman Coliseum and see what Big Bubba can do with the magnificent Zulu from Africa.
Zulu chops one to the side of the neck. Now he grabs Bubba by the arm, whips him across the ring. Here comes Bubba off the rope, and he catches the boot into the midsection. Zulu snatches the leg, and on a count of two, he's thrown off again. Zulu with a forearm to the back. Big Bubba, remember, weightlifting demonstration next week. He'll show us how to get over 500 pounds up, but right now he's in trouble, but here he comes. Big Bubba takes Zulu, throws him across the ring. Grabs Zulu again out of the corner and throws him across the other way. Big Bubba pulling Zulu out to the center of the ring. Big Bubba has him up. Look at Bubba, backbreaker, a backbreaker. Remember, Bubba going to put that 500 pounds up tonight, and he shows you what he can do with 280, and it's very easy as he grabs Zulu now and throws him out of the ring. Big Bubba had picked up Zulu and dropped him across that knee with a backbreaker. Zulu walking around the ring. He is going over the timekeeper's table, and he has picked up that big bone. He comes in. Hussein. Oh, Bubba. Bubba has grabbed Zulu, and he has taken him, and he's throwing him over that top rope.
Well, over the top rope was a disqualification. Big Bubba disqualified.
Rightfully so.
You heard us talking during the commentary of that match about the weightlifting demonstration Big Bubba will be putting on over in Seguin at the Guadalupe County Coliseum this Monday the 17th. We're going to be in Seguin to tape our nationally televised program, The mayor, Honorable Betty Jean Jones, will be there with us, and we look forward to seeing all the great fans in Seguin and the surrounding area. And also, I want to see that demonstration.
You know, the best thing about come to TV taping, you see it live. You see it before the rest of the nation. If you want to see it first, you be in Seguin.
We're going to be there. Texas All-Star Wrestling Television on the road this coming Monday, the 17th, over in Seguin at the Guadalupe County Coliseum. We're looking forward to seeing the mayor there when we come this Monday night. Now, let's go back to ringside as we understand Mark Nolte is interviewing the Honorable Armand Hussein.
Ladies and gentlemen, with me now, the magnificent Zulu and his manager, the Honorable Armand Hussein, who just got a first-hand demonstration on Big Bubba's power. You have to admit it, Hussein, that's an extremely powerful man.
Let me tell you something, Mark. The Zulu here is a strong man, and he'll put his wits up. I got money to say the Zulu is the strongest man.
How much money?
I got enough for coming in bet you bring. I'll let you know that.
So you're going to bet on next week's contest?
That's right. The Zulu will have big pressure.
Bubba, please, gentlemen, Bubba, please, Bubba. Armand Hussein and the magnificent Zulu, while you were gone, said that they will put money on the line for a bench press contest next week.
Hey, they got the guts to get in the ring with me. More power to him. That bald freak and his triple manager, he couldn't let this way out of a paper bag.
So you accept the challenge?
Any place, any time, that guy wants to come anywhere. The chip.
That's it, Armand Hussein will put money on the line. That magnificent Zulu can out bench press Big Bubba, and you'll see that next week.
Well, Gary Hart, do you honestly think that Zulu can out bench press Big Bubba?
I feel there's several people in this area of Texas All-Star that can equal Bubba in any lift.
Who?
Kareem Mohammed, the big Zambui, you must admit, he weighs over 450 pounds. You take somebody such as Bruiser Brody, very powerful man. You take someone like the mighty Zulu, a very, very powerful man, and also Austin Idol.
Well, we'll see.
Let's take into consideration, 500 pounds is a large amount of weight for an individual to lift. But when your body weight is at 420 or 430, it's much easier for a man of that stature to bench press 500 pounds than it is a man of the stature of, say, 230, 235. We're talking about some very big athletes.
Well, we'll see when we get to Seguin, when we have the bench press demonstration. Stay tuned now, because the $1 million man, Bruiser Brody, is coming up next.
Woo, what a treat.
Texas All-Star Wrestling coming to Schulenburg at the American Legion Center, number 143, Saturday, March 22nd, 7:30 p.m. Advance tickets available at American Legion Post number 143 and upstairs at the downstairs. Some of the stars you're going to be seen in Schulenburg that night include the Texas Longrider, Madril, and Scott Casey. Also in Austin at the City Coliseum, Friday, March 21st, 7:30 p.m. Advance tickets available at the Coliseum the day of the matches. Remember, on both of those big cards, kids' tickets only $3, and registration continues for that Honda 4Trax AMC. Now, in Austin, you're going to be seeing Scott Casey making his return to the capital city in a cage match against Madril, and also there that night is the Texas Longrider. Looks like he's grown a little bit, Scott Casey. I remember him a little shorter.
Well, he was sick before. He's swollen up. He's up to full size now. As everyone can tell, that the Texas Longrider is here. I'm Scott Casey. You've seen me around here before. I'm not the Texas Longrider. He's the Texas Longrider. If you don't believe him, ask him. I don't think I would dispute him, would you?
Okay, I'll ask him.
No, you talk to me. Like I told you, he's a little bit swollen. Let me tell you something, Madril. You got me in a cage. Scott Casey, that is. Not the Texas Longrider. And what you did to me from that, when I was trying to win that United States heavyweight belt against Austin Idol, when you jumped me and you surprised me, there won't be any surprises this time. No surprises at all. All you're going to do is be able to get in there and suffer. Do you know what suffering's all about? It's not Biafra, Africa. It's right in Austin, Texas, in that cage match. And my Texas Longrider's going to take care of his business. Tell him. No, don't tell him about it because, like I said, he was a little bit sick. But he'll take care of it, and we're both going to take care of business and party in Austin.
Texas All-Star Wrestling in Schulenburg at the American Legion Center, number 143, Saturday, March 22nd, 7:30 p.m. Advance tickets available at the American Legion Post number 143 and upstairs at the downstairs. In the Austin City Coliseum, Friday night, March 21st, 7:30 p.m., you're going to be seeing a cage match. Scott Casey returns to the capital city against Al Madril. And then Fantasy has put a $5,000 price on the mask of the Texas Longrider, Kareem Mohammed, trying to collect. And it looks like, Longrider, that she may have enjoyed that kiss you gave her.
Let me tell you what, his throat's a little bit swollen. You put up $5,000 Fantasy to get this mask off? Well, fellas, I'm talking about the Zambuis. You're never going to collect that money because this man has assured me that the mask is never going to come off, and a cowboy never lies. Now, you told me that when you kissed Miss Fantasy, she kind of quivered. Did you enjoy that kiss as much as she did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got news for you, Fantasy. You're going to get another kiss. Baby. Watch out. Bye-bye, Mikey Golden.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. It's the struggle for survival. It's seeing a predator stalk its prey. It's capturing an animal against his will to move him where he'll be safer from man. It's looking in on the very private lives of some of the Earth's most unusual creatures. I'm Jim Fowler, inviting you to watch an exciting wildlife drama every week on Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Sunday morning at 10:30 on KTVV.
Each year, we spend over $20 million picking up trash along our Texas highways. Messing with Texas isn't just an insult to the Lone Star State. It's a crime.
Don't mess with Texas.
Fantasy's $5,000 is up for the mask of the Texas Longrider. Let's pick it up as he battles with the Zambui Express.
There's a punch.
The Texas Longrider down. The boots from the Zambui go right onto the throat of the Texas Longrider. The referee is counting. He breaks a tree. There's a kick and another one. Back onto the throat goes that 400 pounds of the Zambui Express. There's the Longrider being thrown out onto the concrete floor. Here's the Zambui coming out with him, and he has the retainer rope, and he is choking the Texas Longrider. The Zambui Express choking the Texas Longrider. Inside the ring goes the Zambui Express. The Texas Longrider is out on the floor. The Texas Longrider trying to get up.
What's the time, buddy? I'm gonna kill it. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's a forearm across the chest. The Longrider is on the apron. The fans are yelling. Uh-oh, look who has come back. Madril and Golden. We saw them earlier. Now they're in there with the Zambui Express, and they're trying to get the mask. The bell has sounded. They're trying to get the mask off the Texas Longrider. They didn't do it. He's leaving in a hurry. Well, there were three men trying to get the mask of the Texas Longrider to get the $5,000. They didn't get the job done.
It was the wrong three men, wasn't it? If it had been one Bruiser Brody or one Austin Idol, it would have been taken care of.
Next week here on Texas All-Star Wrestling, we're going to be going to Seguin, and we're going to show you the big weightlifting contest.
The mayor's coming to see Bruiser, Brody, and I.
That's right, the mayor, she'll be there. Plus, we want to tell you that coming to Texas All-Star Wrestling for the first time next week, a young wrestler who was born in Mexico, was raised in South Texas, and been wrestling back in Mexico for a year. He's coming home. Senor Luce, Mr. Wrestling.
Very good wrestler, this Mr. Wrestling. Senor Lucha.
And he'll be in Seguin at the Guadalupe County Coliseum with Texas All-Star Wrestling. Thank you very much, Gary Hart, for being here today.